Okay guys, so now let's look into inheritance. So inheritance is basically a mechanism in which one object acquires properties of its parent class. Now what does that mean? Okay, so now let's quickly make another class to understand inheritance better. I will remove this constructor for now, and I will remove these values as well. Okay, so that we do not get any error. And let's give it a name Shash. Now I'm just trying to explain you the simple concept of inheritance. I will not go into too much depth. So now let's name a class human. Remember that the first letter should be capital human, and I will enter curly brackets. Now a human, let's say I am writing string gender equals to, let's say this is a girl now. Okay, now what this tells me is that a human, I have written an instance which is a instance of a variable which tells me that this human is a girl. Now a human will also have all the properties within the student that we defined right now. Not usually, but right now a human will have a height, a human will have an age, a human will also have a name, right? Now I cannot directly use these values from here into this class. One method is that I rewrite all these values, but while writing code, we try to write as much less code as we can. So to do that, we basically use this concept of inheritance. To do inheritance, what we do is write extends and student. Okay, so what happened, or what this statement means, is that now I can access all the properties within the student class in the human class as well. Okay, so now if I try to print, you can see. Okay, so what this means is that now I can access all the properties within this student class in the human class as well. Now let's see how that happens. First, let me quickly remove this and let me make a new object of human. Okay, a human obj1. I will name it obj1. You can name it whatever you want, and I will give it human. So we made an object for the human class. Right now I only have one variable here, which is the gender variable, and I should only be able to access this variable. But when I write obj1, I wrote ibj. Okay, let me write, oh my god, obj1. Oh man, obj1. Now the moment I press dot, you can see that not only can I access gender, okay, not only can I access gender, but I can also access age, height, name, and hello, which are the functions and variables of this class. So this basically means that now I can access methods and the variables from the student class in the human class as well. So if I write obj1 dot hello, okay, and now you can see the moment I print it, use it, it's printing these values for me. Okay, so you can see that I am not doing it by student1.hello. I am doing this by obj1.hello, which is the object of a human class. Now remember that this does not work both ways. I cannot access these values from the student as well. You can see that there I am not able to see a gender variable when I use the student object. So this does not work both way, and this only works one way. Now you can inherit multiple classes. You can now make a class, let's say class a boy by the name boy, and now if you extend it to human, you will, let's see it in action, class boy, which extends to human. Okay, and this we will say string boy equals to yes it is. And now if I make object of boy class, so let's make an object, let's make boy1 equals to boy, calling the class and semicolon. Now if I use the let me remove this object statement here, and now if I use boy1, which is the object of the boy class. And the moment I press dot, you can see that I can access not only boy, not only gender, but all the properties from the parent class, which was the student class as well. You can see that I can also access hello and all the different values as well. So now let's save the file and let's see if it still works. And wow, it's working perfectly. So this is called inheritance, and this is called multi-level inheritance, because now I inherited not only values within this class, but also within this class as well. Okay guys, now the theory part is done. Okay guys, the theory part is done, and now we want to look into how to make our first application in Flutter, because that's what you were here for. So now let's quickly jump to the next section and learn how to build your first application. Let's go.